Being good at economics means you can also look at what is supposed to happen and then what might happen. And so with taxes, there are intended consequences. Those are the things that you want to have happen when you pass a tax. One of them is we generate revenue. We take in money for the government with that tax. Another is to pass the costs on to the right people. So if you taxed cars to pay for roads, that seems to make sense. Another thing that taxes try to do is to encourage certain businesses or products and discourage certain products or businesses. We try to tax things that we don't want people to do. Excise taxes do that usually. And the last thing we do with taxes is to regulate, which means, my tax, which is a teaching license, doesn't really intend to generate a lot of revenue for the state, but it is to make sure that teachers have a license and so they can keep some regulation on who can become a teacher. Now, when you get to unintended consequences, these are the things that the tax isn't designed to do specifically or implicitly, but you should assume that the tax would have this impact. One of those is taxes sometimes create black markets. If you make a tax in one place, sometimes people will get around that tax by smuggling or illegally obtaining the product without paying the tax on it. A second thing is we know from basic economics that you make a price of one item go up, the substitutes get cheaper relative to that, and people will flock to the substitutes. And the other thing that taxes do, hi Luna, the other thing that taxes do is they sometimes make people move from one place to another. If you make the tax too high in one location, people will go outside of that location to purchase the item.